They need to get the ball in Bones' hands soon as well to get this game going. But Ace taking it right off the top.
VCU has taken some hits. As we are not even a minute into this game, Bones is limping around. Bones, of course, working back from an injury that occurred with his foot, a sprained foot in the George Mason. Coach Grant, they talk about the half-court defense of VCU, and you're seeing how much pressure they apply out there beyond the three-point line, which is already causing issues. There's Amseal.
They're a great perimeter defensive team. Bones. He's been in this conference. And when you have Ibby Watson, who is your number 2 guy, who's incredible from deep, they need to get something going inside. So they're going to need Amseal to play well. They're going to need their big men to play well.
We'll try a 3 off the mark. Stockard working his way to the ground. Bones will keep the ball bouncing, help up Stockard, and then continue the dribble. Half-court offense. They're picking them up very high.
See, that's
on the ball pressure.
Jack, that's it right there on these. Dayton likes to run.
Wait for Mike Rhodes back at Rice. So their history goes back quite a ways. Spin. Lofton had it knocked away by Baldwin. Recovers. Just beats the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Bones Hyland. Stop and go. Look at the step throw. The Euro comes up short.
Bones plays with a lot of positivity, a lot of energy, and sometimes that manifests itself in trash talking. He needs to be careful because his team needs him.
Chapman for 3 off the backboard. Yeah, I don't know that the conversation started with the ref, but there has been a little chatter back and forth up and down the court, and now the ref trying to put an end to it.
VCU has a lot of young players, a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and this is one thing that much needed energy.
Shamanga has a clear size adjustments, and namely to try to put a little more pressure on Bones Hyland. Haven't seen him be very aggressive to start the second half. He has 22 points. They actually changed that 3 that he hit right at the end of the first to a 2. His foot was just barely on the line. Now Shamanga from the top of the key said, "I'll take it myself," and usually the result, offensive foul.
St. Bonaventure lost in the A-10 championship game to St. Louis in 2019. A heartbreaker 55-53. Attaway on a kick. Lofton has been so steady.
And that's what he needs to be today. Steady against this defensive effort.
Shot clock winding down. Jumper short. The steady hand of Kyle Lofton.
Just 1 turnover so far.
5 assists for Lofton. Lofton to the hoop. Partially blocked. Out of bounds. Good defensive.
Started this half off for Rhode Island offensively, right? Create some space down low. He has to go through the bodies now of both Douglas and Ward down low, so it'll be a little bit more difficult, but got to get it down low. Rhode Island just passing the ball around outside. They're running out of time.
Shot clock down to 2. Shepard's going to heave one up. Got rim. Mitchell got an offensive rebound. Dribbling in the post. Fighting for it. Ball still loose. And VCU comes up with it. Hyland up ahead. Throws it up off the glass. And can't finish it off for Ward. But he gets 2 free throws nonetheless. An athletic play from a sophomore.
Lindo with a dangerous pass. Bones Hyland takes it away, and he's in front of everyone.
Oh, make it 20 now with that three-pointer. All of a sudden, he just turns it on, and he's feeling it, and it just seems, you got to cover him on that spot, huh? That's another three-pointer from that right side wing.
We have now been tied 6 times. The lead has changed 9 times. VCU comes up.
See if the Flyers want to run with it. And they do. That's Chapman throwing it away, and now a run for Hyland, and Hyland. Quick 4 points coming off the injury. Don't let him start to feel it. Pull up from anywhere.
But so this
poked away
by Bones again.
All playing so well in practice. Coach looking for an excuse to get him in the game, and he wasn't lying. Put him in the first half. See Medley Bacon working down low. There's Crutcher. It's a 10-point ball
Drives a
game.
bunny. He's like that portable, like power pack that you have. When your battery's a little low, you're just like, I'm just gonna plug it in. Get a little bit of juice.
Big could use a quick charge right now. Drop this in. Medley Bacon playing big minutes.
You take away the 2 of 9 from three-point for Rhode Island, extremely efficient inside that three-point arc. And had an excellent game so far. They're 47% overall. Again, 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. So that's where that number is getting dragged down. You see the lines. Jeremy Shepard, 5 of 7. Cal Mitchell, he only missed 2 shots in the field of play so far. So those are a couple of statistics that is really helping Rhode Island's offense.
Shepard's a step back, no good. Mitchell with another offensive board. Passing it underneath to Shepard.
Picking up full court. Ace, very, 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 very good. Just has a nose for the ball. So look for him. Swiper, no swiping. Number 1.
A little trap on.
Part of the design, I am having to force quote-unquote smaller guys on the floor, of which they play most of the minutes anyway.
Crossover, Lofton,
Nice.
left hand, and yeah, it was a nice block by Corey Douglas getting in there. Attaway can't finish it.
But panicky right now, trying to find a way to come back in this game.
Drive along the baseline, blocked away by Mitchell. And the Rhode Island Rams come up with the turnover. Again, looking for a fast break bucket. And that one last touched by VCU. And that'll bring us to another timeout. Good defense straight up. Looked like there was a lot of contact there as Jameer Watkins drove the baseline. Shepard drives, looking for a double-digit lead and an offensive foul. He couldn't finish it, didn't get it over the edge. And Rhode Island comes the opposite direction. They got to capitalize. Leggett gets fouled. He thought about the 3. And Hyland's whistled for it.
I'd go right back to him on the offensive end. I would say, hey, let's get him into a rhythm.
Quick jump ball. Watson and Bones Hyland. Bones Hyland wouldn't let that thing go. Goes right back to VCU.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's the fight. What does the vibe of the game feel like to you, Jack, right now?
You fell asleep. Just a simple inbound.
Lob it up. Ward couldn't catch it. Break opportunity. Holmes find the man on the wing. Vasquez misses on the 3 ball. Tapped outside to Holmes.
Nice play by Attaway.
And they'll slow it down.
The team in basketball, but VCU is so aggressive.
And so far, they're getting the ball. Now we may get a look at Bones Hyland here. Little half spin move. Goes in, but he comes up gimping after a missed layup. Keep an eye on the other end of the court. The superstars yet to make it back on defense. Tipped up in the air by Ward. You see Bones, looks like he's able to run at least a little bit. Flips it down to Ward, and Ward elevates and slams it home. Huge what they needed. Cut this lead back down to 13.
But look at the way they're coming back in transition. They look tired, Jack.
Fighting for the 3rd, but coming in and grabbing a hold of it is Baldwin Jr. Here's a 3-point bid on the other end that drops through for Bones Hyland, and VCU has another lead, 9-7. He's fighting for an offensive board, but VCU comes up with it. Hyland pulls up, heat check, got it. Big bucket for Bones Hyland. Walker lost the handle, it's stolen, up ahead. Hyland's got one man to beat. Look out below, a one-handed slam. And VCU.
Well, and it's been a quiet couple minutes here. Neither team feel like has scored from the floor in quite some time.
Well, basketball is a game of runs. VCU is on one right now. Johnson looking to halt it from 3. He can't. And VCU up ahead. Hyland looking for the lead, and he got it. Bones Hyland, a triple. And it's 53-50. He's loving it.
Shot down from Washington Heights. Look, that's exactly the problem. Like, why would you do that? Turns into 3 points on the other end.
But that's where they've been killing. Bones Hyland just runs the court by himself for an easy lay-in, followed by a walk. And right
it just hasn't been easy, free-flowing offense, right? The teams can't move the ball around. You got to give a lot of credit to, again, both defenses picking up their men and standing inside, staying strong, getting good rebounds. But the turnovers, just like this one, are going to...
Because right now, at large, for both of these squads, you're looking at an uphill battle to get the at-large bid. You got to get momentum to be ready to play in the conference tournament when it comes to time in Richmond, Virginia. As Stockard hits again, he's been great again.
VCU and how they react.
It's a 7-0 run, 5 free throws, and a jump shot. They need offense. That'll help. A 3-ball for Vince Williams.
That's
Jr.
great awareness from Mikel Mitchell, right? He's underneath the hoop. It's difficult to get a read to where you are. He just looks up, goes up and underneath.
Bones Hyland right on cue.
That you're not going to get that call.
Here's Ace Baldwin. Kick it back, get our first real look at Bones Hyland. What a tough shot, falling out of bounds to get that to go with his right hand.
Okay, look at this. So early on, I was saying, why doesn't Bones have the ball in his hands? He gets to the rim, one quick step, and look, that was that hesitation. It looked like, is he looking to pass the ball to Stockard? And then as he was falling, he's like, okay, I got you.
UMass was postponed, and then the game against St. Bonaventure was also postponed. So this is their first action in almost 2 weeks. Bones Hyland against Matt Moyer. And he finished.
I went back and looked, and for my knowledge, since he became a starter, really since he became integrated in consistent play back during his freshman year in 2018, he's only missed 2 games. As Bones Hyland pulls up from 3, and that one was halfway down. Off a 2, will tie it up a 3, could win them the game. Baseline drive, kicked it. Here's a 3-point bid for a 1-point lead off the glass, no good. A second chance now upcoming. Hyland's got it. A 3-ball, got it! Big hit for Bones Hyland. And with 3.9 seconds, Rhode Island does not have a timeout.
Going down, look for number 0 in white because he's going to make something happen.
Here's Bones. Into the lane, pull up. Such a pretty looking shot there as Bones confidently trots back down the court.
Alumni Avenue nonetheless. But we're back in a good game. If you're joining us here on this Wednesday evening, we thank you for spending it with us. Stone Freeman, Jack O'Mara in the final 3 minutes of this contest. Bones Hyland, 3 out of the timeout, and the sophomore has an answer. We're tied up again.
You can see that in his teams. Like this team, I mean, you put any other person like going up against that many points off transition, that many turnovers, they would be shaken. But not this Dayton team.
Corey, Bones Hyland cannot miss.
Inside for Shimanga, so I would be curious to see them keep the ball out of Bones Hyland's hands and get the ball interior on the other end.
Get how deep Bones Hyland is. Pure shot.
This is why.
Hadn't hit the net.
If he is successful, then VCU is going to be in trouble.
Here's Hyland again. Where were those clamps you were talking about?
It must have misplaced the clamps.
Instead, they'll get the full 11. See if they get it to Hyland again. They won't. It's Ace who pulls up. Bones with the rebound and put back. Bones Hyland is smooth as ice all first half long.
That's literally the story of this first half.
Fly to those corners for the threes. A lot of college teams do that.
VCU, 3 of 12 from 3-point range. That's going to change it. Bones Hyland from deep.
And what it does, too, it changes the way.
Close to a 3-point bid, but it is ruled a 2, so it's 4-1 for the time being. But the Rams of URI struggled to move the ball against a very difficult Fordham team. Offensively, nice finish underneath. That's Bones Hyland on full display. The sophomore, one of the best in the conference.
Ball's the toughest assignment in the backcourt every game regardless, and it's a pretty clear choice in this game. That's Medley Bacon out there. Bones with the back cut, up and under. Easy finish.
Nice dish by the big man.
GW start and 3rd all time. So they lost Jamison but they gained Ricky Lindo, the highly touted transfer from Maryland. Levi Stockard, who transferred from Kansas State, has the basketball. A backdoor to Bones Hyland.
There's still a lot of time left. I mean, look, I know it's a 14-point game, but we saw Jalen Crutcher score 12 points in 2 minutes sometime this season, so it's definitely possible.
Easy money, Bones Hyland.
For the bodies. You can't time it any better than that with your set play.
And the lead is 12. Bones high archer goes down with 1 minute to play.
Poked away. Just so tough with those hands as you try to come up the court. Foul called. Bones Hyland. One hand on his head as he walks away as the shot goes.
That was Mr. Watson. First bucket from the day.
It is. It's the first three we've seen from Watson. Put the lead back to 15 and a foul up top. That's Chapman on the ground, grabbing his right leg.
First 2 minutes of the second half.
You know, a lot of times we talk about VCU and their defense, but, you know, keep in mind that the Bonnies hold you to 60 points per game, 6th fewest in the NCAA.
Bones had it blocked, and a foul called. Xavier in the championship game.
Here's the isolation on the right side for Hyland.
Vasquez has checked back in. Hyland, foul called. Oshunagi reacts.
Faced off against Rhode Island, 24 points on 8 of 19 from the field. He also added 5 rebounds, a couple steals as well. He gets 1 and 1. First one is a make. Again, best free throw shooting team. There is a discrepancy in free throws. VCU is now 10 of 13. Rhode Island is just 1 of 2. Second one up from Bones is through.
And that
It's
statistic.
Will Cagey that was waiting to lay it in. Hyland good for the first.
If you're Dayton, you have 2 timeouts. You have a good three-point shooter in Watson. You have a good three-point shooter in Crutcher.